and Now biscuits.
King's Colors presented to the Royal Pacific Islands Regiment. Historic Airbus A220 arrives. And the country prepares for independence. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malcolm Wyra. Thank you for your company. An historic ceremony unfolded today at the Murray Barracks Parade Ground as the parade stood with so much anticipation, joined by members of the Defence Forces, the proud citizens to witness the presentation of the King's Colours to the 1st Royal Pacific Islands Regiment.
His Royal Highness the Prince Edward, Duke of Hardenberg, was present to officiate the presentation of colours. The colours carry special history and significance of the Pacific Islands Regiment who were involved in the World War II, including those that served after. It symbolizes the unity and loyalty of Papua New Guinea Defence Force to the head of the state and nation, as well as strengthens the ties between Papua New Guinea and the United Kingdom. The Royal Pacific Island Regiment is truly honoured for this presentation.
On behalf of the officers and non-commissioned officers and soldiers of the 1st Royal Pacific Island Regiment, I rise to express our deepest gratitude for the great honour you have bestowed upon us today with the presentation of the King's and Regimental Colours. The colours we receive are not mere pieces of silk.
Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Azon Dake Tavara remembered those who served in the past.
We continue to serve with the same devotion to duty as our forebears, whether in operations or in support to our communities at home. Today, as we receive these colours, we are reminded that we are custodians of a legacy greater than ourselves. It is a legacy that demands loyalty, discipline.
It said today soldiers are reminded of the greater legacy they need to embrace.
To our soldiers, the colours will stand as a source of inspiration and pride, rallying points during times of trial, and symbols of unity in times of peace.
He challenged the soldiers to stand true to the colours in upholding peace. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The regimental colours replaced today were presented in the year 1986 and has never been changed until today. Commanding Officer Lieutenant Colonel Ezron Dakai Tavera revealed it has been used for 39 years.
The country was reminded today of the national pride signified through the colours. It became very meaningful today as citizens stood in numbers at this historic occasion with the pride and joy of celebrating the Golden Jubilee. The regimental colours are embroidered with battle honours, including the Kokoda Trail, Nassau Bay and Hades. They are regarded with respect for its important history, legacy, spirit and tradition of the 1st Royal Pacific Island Regiment unit. Despite not being carried out to battles, the colours still stand as a living symbol of a regiment's history, battles and sacrifices. The commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Azon Dake Tavara, said on the parade today.
For the parade today, what it is we started off by, after the march on, we marched off the old colours, and it is a tradition that we troop the colours through the ranks. So as you observed, they came from the flank.
He elaborates on the significance of piling of drums.
After that, we received the new colours. Okay, the significance of piling the drums is that in place of a altar, which we normally observe religious activities that happen. There is an altar. That is more or less a makeshift altar that the service was conducted on the parade ground.
The parade also bears a special meaning as it represents battlefields in the past.
The parade ground too is also significant because it is the place where back in the Middle Ages, once battles were fought, there was a particular area that they would come and they would assemble pre-battle and post-battle. During the post-battle, they took stock of their wounded, and it was a place that the wounded were placed and were given, were paid homage.
Ben Senwema, National EMTV News.
The much anticipated People's Balus, or Air Niugini's Airbus A220, landed for the first time in Port Moresby this morning. At the helm of Captain Beverly Paki and Captain Timothy Narara, an aircraft received a rapturous welcome at the Jackson's International Airport.
One people, one nation.
2 days ago, the aircraft left Mirabel in Canada, which is the home of A220 Final Assembly Line, then transited through Honolulu in Hawaii, a layover for a night in Nadi in Fiji, and then finally touched down in Port Moresby today. Prior to landing, the aircraft made a low fly pass over Port Moresby.
Independence PX-50.
It then received the traditional water salute on arrival. Cardinal John Ribard did a blessing of the aircraft before Prime Minister James Marape, State Enterprise Minister William Duma, Airbus Asia Pacific President Anand Stanley, and the dignitaries were given a tour. Minister Duma said this marked a significant milestone for Air Niugini and Papua New Guinea, making a transition from the old Fokker fleets to Airbus A220 to 300 fleets.
The efficiency of our national flag carrier, our very own Air Niugini. We were able to get around this by leasing the first 3 and purchasing the remaining 8. These are A220-300s leased from Azora for 12 months with an option to purchase after that.
Duma assured the country that this will now ease the problem of flight cancellations, reduce cost, and also make more profits.
It is an aircraft that will make money for us eventually. It is also not just a passenger aircraft. It will also be a freight aircraft that will service the needs of small and big businesses right around our country.
Prime Minister in his keynote speech highlighted that Air Niugini will live on beyond any government that comes and goes, and this is a milestone achievement.
And so I want to say thank you to Air Niugini. Fear not, supporters of politicians who talk negative. Fear not, politicians who talk negative. James Marape will come and go, but Air Niugini will live on. That I can give guarantee, 100% guarantee. Today this Air Niugini arrives 1 day short of our National Day tomorrow to give hope that Papua New Guineans, you can do it.
On behalf of Airbus, Mr. Stanley thanked Air Niugini for having trust in the aircraft.
It is not some mechanical process. Thousands of people have touched this aircraft. 127 painters and artists have painted this aircraft. Dedicated team, 11 distinct colors, special airbrushing techniques, and final touches by hand. The people of New Guinea deserve no less.
This is the first of the few more Airbus A220s, which will replace both the Fokker aircraft and some leased Boeing 737s, offering improved efficiency, reliability, and passenger comfort. Pakatambua National EMTV News.
Money Plus Limited has gifted Port Moresby General Hospital's pediatric ward with a total of 95 hampers, consisting of biscuits, sweets, diapers, and children's merchandises. This is part of Money Plus's corporate responsibility of giving back to the communities.
The donation saw staff from the Sales and Marketing Department of Money Plus going around the pediatric ward and gifting children with hampers. Money Plus Sales Support Manager Bennett Mambot, whilst presenting the gifts, said as the country celebrates its 50 years, Money Plus is putting smiles on the face of little ones who cannot go out to celebrate.
As the Money Plus, we came here
Today is the 50th anniversary for Papua New Guinea. Everybody is celebrating. We came here basically to visit the children's ward at Port Moresby General Hospital. At least we can give something to them to have joy. They can be, I know so many people out there are enjoying, celebrating, but Money Plus, as its corporate responsibility, decided, our management, or executive management, the board of directors, they decided to at least give something to the small ones who are on the sick bed.
Pediatric Ward Acting Assistant Nan Anita Ngahan said such gifts can go a long way in a children's life. Ngahan thanked the Money Plus team for their support in the eve of the country's celebrations.
Thank you very much. It brings smiles to my ones. They are sick, they can go out and celebrate. We appreciate your presence. Thank you.
The Money Plus team has also donated hampers to PNG Life Care and Cheshire Disability Services in Port Moresby, along with its outside centres donating hampers to pediatric wards of Alatau General Hospital, Mount Hagen General Hospital, Kokopot General Hospital, Goroka General Hospital, and Lei Ngau Memorial Hospital.
One more. One more.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The Kurumbu Kari Landowners Association of the Ramu Nickel Project have presented their Community Development Agreement position paper to the Mineral Resources Authority recently.
The Community Development Agreement position paper was presented to the officer in charge of the Development Coordination Division of the Mineral Resources Authority, Moses Mambu. During the presentation, landowner representative Mr. Tigavu expressed words of appreciation towards MRA for its support in developing the paper. He said the Landowners Association has faced a lot of challenges along the way, but his team was united and was looking forward to participating in the project CDA. Officer in charge Moses Mambu acknowledged all parties of the project CDA and said that the position paper would go through the normal government vetting process, after which the benefit proposals outlined in the paper would be discussed at the CDA negotiations by all parties concerned. Mr. Mambu said the Ramu Nickel Mining Project CDA progress has been a challenge over the years, adding the presentation of the position paper was a breakthrough. He further assured the landowners and other three landowners of the Ramu project that the Mineral Resources Authority is committed to ensuring that CDA is progressed immediately. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja, ya?
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Telecom is giving its customers nationwide a chance to win 100,000 kina worth of cash prizes. Every week, Telecom will be giving away 500 kina to 10 lucky winners. And our major cash prize of 50,000 kina will be shared to 4 lucky winners from PNG's 4 regions. Plus runner-up consolation prizes for 1,000 participants for data bonus prize. Get your entries to go into the draw to win big. Telecom, great value and PNG owned, sure feels good.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennau, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
The GWM Tank 300 has all the amazing creature comforts you want. And it really loves going off-road. Hop into Barocco Motors for a spin. Book a test drive today.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Number one, super loyalties are all semi. Number one's for everyone on land and on the sea. Number one's for everyone. No matter what you do, well, I work hard for family. We work hard for you.
Struggle, reform, boom and bust, that refers to the 4 periods that we divide the post-independence era into, that 50 years. Because, you know, we're telling a story. These 4 periods are a good way to tell the story.
Tonight on our special edition of In Focus, we hold discussions with Professor Stephen House from the Development Policy Center. We discuss his latest book, Struggle, Reform, Boom and Bust, an economic history of Papua New Guinea since independence.
At independence, the economy was more diversified. In fact, agricultural exports, you know, like coffee, cocoa, copra, were as important as mineral exports.
That's on tonight. You're watching National EMTV News. Following the arrival of the People's Balus, Prime Minister James Marape commended Air Niugini for serving the country for the past 50-plus years. With the airline undergoing a major shift with its refleeting program, Prime Minister Marape said Air Niugini will continue to achieve success despite the challenges.
While welcoming the new Air Niugini's Airbus A220 aircraft, Prime Minister Marape recapped back to 1973 when the airline was first established.
Mr. Duma, I don't want to step into your space, but that color looks nice. And so I'm just proposing if the color of our national plane could be rebranded.
He said there were skeptics at the time who didn't think a PNG-owned airline will survive, but they have delivered for over 50 years now. The Prime Minister said there is still critics within the country, but Air Niugini will live on and will continue to deliver.
In November 1st, 1973, the airline has remained at work, flying our skies and visiting international destinations gracefully over its long history, over 52 years of unbroken and continuous service, despite the impediments that come in between. What are Papua New Guineans here today? Today I want to say Air Niugini is mature airline. Its safety record is number 1. Maintaining services to more than 6 or 7 international destinations.
The Prime Minister said in September 1975 there were also skeptics who didn't think PNG would survive as a nation, but he said the nation has come a long way.
At 1975, when they asked Somare and his generation, do you have lawyers? Do you have accountants? Do Do you have pilots? Do you have teachers? Do you have public servants? Do you have engineers? Prime Minister Somare then told those naysayers that the mothers you see today, the mothers you see standing today will birth me the pilots, will birth me the doctors, will birth me the engineers. One of those mothers who got married to one of our first national pilots, in Captain Ted Pagi, birthed my daughter Beverly Paki today. Today she graciously flew in.
Mr. Marape highlighted Air Niugini's Airbus A220 pilots, Captain Beverly Paki and Captain Timothy Narara, as an example of some of the skilled Papua New Guineans who can drive the nation forward. He encouraged the nation not to focus on the negatives, but to look at the positive side of some of the developments that are taking place around the country.
Think not from a negative perspective. Governments will come and go, but Air Niugini will live on. Papua New Guinea will live on. This country will live on despite the naysayers talking our country down. Some complain why 2 billion kina investment in Air Niugini, yet the same mouth complains on flight delay. The same mouth complain on Air Niugini not rising up to standard. And I know we cannot please every mouth. But I want to say the same sort of negativity spoke negative to Yambaki Okus when he brought death aid into our country in 1980. They forgot that death aid was a workhorse.
Pakatambua National, MTV News.
Mount Hagen City came alive this morning with floats and police escorts, together with public servants and the general public who went around the city to start off the country's Golden Jubilee celebrations.
This marks the third day of the Oro Province 4 days independence celebrations in commemorating the country's 50th anniversary. The corporate float competition saw East New Britain Limited Igaturu Estate win the first prize, HQH PNG Limited second prize, Oro PHA third prize, and the PNG Fire Service last prize. Representatives from the 4 prize winners each shared their independence messages.
Within the 50 years, we have come so far here. Now the government have recognized oil palm to regulate it as one of the economies of our country. And we thank the government for that.
So my advice to all the young people, young plameri, don't roam the street. Get into education, na kisimol great.
Lay MP and Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso has encouraged people to learn from the past and work towards a better future. Rosso said this at the 62nd Morobe Cultural Show over the weekend.
Rosso said the show is not just an event, it's part of the social and economic fabric of Morobe Province and Papua New Guinea, and also promotes agriculture, commercialization, education, and culture. He said, coinciding with the country's 50th anniversary, the show is a reminder to the people of the country's history, what the country has achieved, and the way forward. He said people should learn from the past and look forward to the future, gaining wisdom from experiences in order to prosper. Rosso said as the industrial heart of Papua New Guinea, Lae City will continue to promote the provincial show, and it will remain the vital platform to showcase the best of what the country can produce, create, and celebrate. He commended the Soul Society Committee, all the sponsors, farmers, students, and volunteers for making the show a success. He added that their endless dedication and support ensures the Morobe show tradition and values thrive. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
A local businessman has built a billboard to acknowledge the founding leaders who have contributed to the nation over the last 50 years.
Mr. Yoka said these leaders have contributed so much for the country and they deserve the country's respect and honor at this time.
My billboard is to, in a way, thank the leaders who have gone ahead to overcome all these challenges we acknowledge and we enjoy today. To run a country is a challenging thing. And so I believe that if somebody does something, going out, sacrificing their personal life, their family life, their time to run this country. The least I can do, or for us Papua New Guineans to do, is to acknowledge and thank the Prime Ministers that since independence we have brought this country to this far. And the current Prime Minister, despite all the challenges, is doing what he can for the country.
While giving his independence message, Mr. Yoka encourages today's leaders to ensure future generations learn from their good examples.
I challenge us to give the remaining years to help the young, to build Papua New Guinea, to help. And we have our experience, and I want us to use those experience to give confidence to the young Papua New Guineans.
He further encouraged the future generation to work and do things for themselves instead of waiting on the government to do something for them. This is his independence message to the people and the country.
You young Papua New Guineans, you are a blessed lot. Challenge yourself, challenge to beat that person and be better. Be better than the previous leaders that I put on the billboard. Be better than me. Be better than others who have succeeded in this country.
Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Papua New Guineans have been known for congregating during cultural events long before independence to share traditional knowledge, solve disputes, and maintain relationships. The management, staff, families, friends, and partners of NBPOL's Milne Bay Estates gathered today to celebrate culture and unity.
Today we join the Milne Bay Estates community, a subsidiary of New Britain Palm Oil, to commemorate Papua New Guinea's 50th independence anniversary in Milne Bay Province. For Milne Bay Estates, the annual independence celebrations that brings together the 6 estates began in 2022. As you can see behind me, people have gathered to commemorate this year's independence celebrations here at Magisubu Field. The Master of Ceremony, Robert Modana, highlights today's activities.
So for day 2 program, we will have the opening prayer, the opening remarks by the GM. We'll also open all the markets, the stalls for business. Then we'll go into fun games. We'll have all the ball games. So not ball games, not body contact games, but just fun games like over and under and tunnel ball and tug of war, egg relays, sack race, and all fun. Bring the kids out and the families out. So we have a fun day today.
He says this event is possible through funding from NBPOL and importantly involves village oil palm growers. New Britain Palm Oil Limited employs 24,000 people. Milne Bay Estates makes up 2,720 of that population. There will be more traditional activities tomorrow, not just celebrating Milne Bay culture, but that of other regions as well, as the country celebrates its 50th year of nationhood. Amanda Ilaitia, National EMTV News.
Minister for Correctional Institution Services made his visit to Barawagi Prison to pledge its support to correctional institution officers and prisoners to ensure they join the rest of the PG community to celebrate the country's 50th Jubilee celebrations.
Minister Joe Cooley was accompanied by Acting Commissioner Bernard Napo and ministerial staff during his recent visit to correctional institutions. Minister Cooley said that communities across the country had already begun early pre-independence celebrations to commemorate the 50th Jubilee anniversary. He stated that it was only fair for them to join the rest of Papua New Guinea in celebrating the nation's Jubilee as they are part of the PNG community. During his visit, the minister met with inmates inside the cell block and announced that out of the 50,000 kina allocated, 30,000 kina would go towards prisoners, while the remaining 20,000 kina would support CIS staff and their families. Commissioner Napo expressed his appreciation, saying he was pleased to see Minister Kuli make time to visit facilities in Buiti, Baisu and Barawagi. Minister Kuli added that similar assistance had been provided to all prison camps nationwide in recognition of the 50th Jubilee anniversary. He urged all inmates to change their attitudes upon release and strive to become good citizens in the next 50 years. Prisoners inside the cell block said they were impressed with the minister's visit and the funding support, noting that this would be the first time inmates across PNG would mark the Jubilee celebration with pride. They thanked Minister Kuli for the gesture. The Barawagi Correctional Institution officers, together with their families and inmates, are scheduled to hold their celebration tomorrow. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the NES Fund Market Report. The kina closed lower at $0.2395 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2320 US, 0.3453 Australian dollars, 0.1895 euro, 33.80 Japanese yen. Looking at the commodity prices at New York closed, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed higher, copper closed higher, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading lower, copper closed higher. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed higher, the ASX 200 is trading higher, the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Goodpilla mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Goodpilla data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
The all-new GWM Power has the best-in-class pulling power. Book a test drive today and hop into Broco Motors for a spin.
For 50 years, the Bank of Papua New Guinea has stood at the heart of our nation's journey, safeguarding stability, growth, and progress. In 1975, Papua New Guinea became an independent nation. That same year, our own national currency was launched, a proud symbol of our identity. Today, as Kina and Toya also turn 50, we mark this milestone with a special commemorative coin and banknote, celebrating our golden jubilee. More than currency, they are symbols of our history, our identity, and the pride of our people. Celebrate 50 years of independence. Honor the past. Inspire the future. Own a piece of Papua New Guinea's history. Papua New Guinea at 50. Our past, our identity, our future.
You're watching National MTV News. Oro Province continued its third day of independence celebrations today with a corporate float parade competition that saw families joining, showcasing Papua New Guinea's pride and unity.
This marks the third day of the Oro Province 4 days independence celebrations in commemorating the country's 50th anniversary. The corporate float competition saw East New Britain Limited Igaturu Estate win the first prize, HQH PNG Limited second prize, Oro PHA third prize, and the PNG Fire Service last prize. Representatives from the 4 prize winners each shared their independence messages.
Within the 50 years, we have come so far here. Now the government have recognized oil palm to regulate it as one of the economies of our country. And we thank the government for that.
So my advice to all the young people, young plameri, don't roam the street. Get into education, kisimol grade 12, grade 10, grade 8 certificate, so that you can be employed underneath all this company time I may grow up.
In this Northern Provincial Health Authority, we don't have a corporate plan, have a health service plan, and a clinical service plan. Now we have it on board. So with all those health service plan, we will plan according to the health service plan and deliver the health service to our people in this province.
I am one of the pioneer female firefighter in the country. So, as Papua New Guinea is progressing, if male can do it, female can do it as well in the male organization as well.
Joining the celebrations today, Governor Gary Juffa said the independence celebrations will continue next year with the cash prize increased. Malinta Yopolo, National MTV News, Popondeta.
The Ministry of Environment, Conservation and Climate Change have signed a memorandum of understanding with the government of China today. The MOU is to roll out several low-carbon demonstration projects.
The Minister for Environment, Conservation and Climate Change, Simon Kilepa, says an MOU was signed by the Foreign Affairs Minister Justin Chachenko upon Prime Minister James Marape's visit to China in 2023. However, today has seen an envoy from China visited the Environment, Conservation and Climate Change Office to ink the initial MOU to allow the projects to be rolled out.
He visited us to sign the implementing agreement of the low-carbon demonstration project, which was signed in China in 2023 when PM visited Beijing.
Kilepa says the projects include solar powers in the communities that will begin in Hela province and rolled out into other provinces in the country.
This low-carbon demonstration project is to do with the hydro, solar power, and water purification for schools and communities.
He says Papua New Guinea emits low carbons but absorbs a lot, so the focus is to get compensated by other countries, and that is through partnerships like these.
So as much as conserving our forest, the Prime Minister has already stated that we are looking for developed countries to compensate our forest for the work it has done.
Moreover, representative from the Ministry of Ecology and Environment of the People of China, Huang Rung Chui, thanked the people of Papua New Guinea through his interpreter, saying They are glad to work with Papua New Guinea government in the space of climate change. Charlie Dumavi, National EMTV News.
Correctional Service Minister Joe Cooley and Acting Commissioner Bernard Napo have visited prison camps ahead of the country's 50th independence celebrations, with over 1 million kina set aside for new uniforms and bonuses promised for CS officers.
Minister for Correctional Service Joe Cooley, backed by the Acting Commissioner Bernard Napo, recently made pre-independence visits to prison camps in Madang, Simbu and Western Highlands Province. Commissioner Napo told this newsroom the purpose of the visit was to ensure correctional service institutions are prepared for the country's 50th independence celebrations.
My purpose of visiting the prison, I have a reason to celebrate because as long as my prisoners, my staff and their families, when they are happy, I am happy sitting up as a commissioner to, discharge my duty. So I am pleased with the impression that I got from my officers on the ground. And so far it has been good. So after these 50 years and going forward 50 years, there are more positive things coming up and we are ready to give a fair go. Thank you.
Commissioner Napo revealed that over 1 million kina has been budgeted to support all prison camps nationwide to participate in the Golden Jubilee.
We pursued all in preparation for the 50-year celebration. From the CS head office, we budgeted sufficient money for all those jails, not only in the islands but throughout the country. And so I'm pleased to say that my officers, plus their families and of course their prisoners, they have enough, funds and support coming from CS, and we have given them, and they are starting to organize the programs. It's a 50-year anniversary, so my management has allocated more than 1 million.
He also highlighted that CS officers will be issued new uniforms featuring the 50th anniversary logo.
Also thought it's proper that we issue uniforms to them. So as I speak, my officers from headquarters are on the ground and up here in the islands. They are distributing from Madagan. For the coastal provinces, we have air freighted most of the uniforms. And for other places like Madang, they are collecting the uniforms in Leh.
Furthermore, Napo echoed Minister Joe Cooley's call that correctional service has adequate funding to take care of the welfare of its stakeholders, and officers should not seek donations from business houses. Meanwhile, Commissioner Napo confirmed that after independence, the department will announce promotions for officers and issue both new uniforms and bonuses for CS personals. Sharon Engnui, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
A video showing an incident between correctional service officers and mall security has sparked attention, but Commissioner Bernard Napo says the matter is resolved and is under investigations.
A video circulating online showed an incident at Vicent City Mega Mall involving an argument between correctional service officers and security guards. Commissioner Bernard Napo clarified that the matter has been resolved, adding that the public has taken the issue out of context.
Unfortunately, the incident happened at VC is one that is not fully briefed. But I am here in the islands, and so when I'm asked by my boss, who is the chief secretary, I immediately send my senior officers to intervene, and the issue is settled.
He further stated that an investigation is ongoing, and if any CS officers are found at fault, they will face appropriate disciplinary action.
As I speak, the issue is settled. But if after the investigation, if there's any part of my officers, those officers who instigated the issue will be seriously dealt with. Because any issues that happens with CS, the buck stops with the commissioner.
It is understood that the acting commissioner was out of the office visiting prison camps when the incident occurred. Sharon Engnui, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
National MTV News continues after the break with Truka Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
Boy, semakin bapak si Arya.
Anti, bangka goksim. David Loran. You passed it. Sparks, it's in me.
Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Hilton Port Moresby Hotel and Residence. Your stay, your house, your home.
Telecom is offering 2 phones at one price. This is the Telecom 121 and Telecom A551, bundled at the price of 199 kina. T121 phone features include 4G compatibility and camera, while the A551 phone features dual SIM and an AF camera. Great value and PNG owned sure feels good. Drop into your nearest telecom store or kiosk today to grab that pair-perfect phone deal.
From the mountains to the seas to global markets, the National Fisheries Authority proudly celebrates 50 years of growth. We're advancing tuna domestication, aquaculture, coastal fisheries, and sustainable fisheries management. Through stakeholder consultations, policy reforms, and stronger surveillance, we're protecting PNG's marine wealth and shaping a sustainable future. National Fisheries Authority, sustaining our future, empowering our nation.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Truka Sports. A great number packed the Rita Film Complex as PNG fighters clashed with the world in a thrilling kickboxing title showdown.
It was a night of power, pride and punches as Papua New Guinea faced off with the rest of the world in the kickboxing showdown. Prime Minister James Marape, joined by his wife Rachel Marape, arrived later to officially join the Oktedi mining PNG versus rest of the world fight night. He was welcomed by Sports Minister Kino Kafeo and the kickboxing leaders. The Rita Flynn Sports Complex was packed, the crowd fired up as part of the nation's 50th independence celebrations. In the opening bout, Adasha Sumi took the PNG national title in the 50 kg female division after defeating Manzi Anjuande. Patricia Hasu followed with points win over Grace Hare to claim 60 kg female division title. Ali Tony stand fence, knocking out Baris Kalik of Turkey in the first round to take the Oceanic title. But the biggest moment came when Mark Sondo beat Afghanistan's Rastam Atai to win the 96 kg world title, a proud night for PNG. Prime Minister James Marape promised even bigger event next year. Meanwhile, the sports minister in the closing of the event gave a remark.
Fighters from overseas that came in, well done to those at home and those that didn't win a good fight. We hope that you can train hard and do better next time. Thank you everyone for coming and supporting our fighters. Thank you everybody. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to both Fox and ABC for covering this and MTV for covering this sport. Thank you very much to every one of you. Safe trip home. Good night to all of you. Thank you.
Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebasa din, ha? Yum!
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
What if every drop of waste oil you poured away could turn into something worse?
50,000 liters of oil is believed to have spilled into the sea.
Waste oil doesn't just disappear. It seeps into our rivers, poisons our land, and suffocates wildlife. Every drop counts, and every drop adds up. With Dunlop, we can recycle used oil to prevent this destruction. Recycling oil not only cleans our environment, but also reduces the need for new resources, saving energy and protecting ecosystems. Let us handle your waste oil and help protect our environment for generations to come.
The GWM Tank 500 has a super luxurious interior with 7 family-friendly seats, and it really loves going off-road. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Welcome to True Guy Sports. Moving to overseas sports, Matilda star Sam Kerr has scored a goal in the return to the field for Chelsea after 20 months away.
Can you believe it's been that long? So she was kept on the bench in the opening match of the Women's Super League season, but she came on in around the 75th minute, Gemma, in Chelsea's 3-1 win over Aston Villa. Not only did she score a goal in her return, but it was her 100th goal for the English club. What a way to come back. So good to see Sam Kerr back on the field and scoring goals.
Yeah, it is. That ends True Guy Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Kai Sports. True Kai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
On behalf of Telecom Limited Group, and it's a subsidiary business, board and management staff, our customers also, we trusted them. And those been there with us back in 1955 up till today. We want to wish all Papua New Guinea 50th every anniversary, and we look forward for another 50 years to come. Test of times that we are in, Telecom has now looked at how we can also align our business process, and we have done a lot of that in the last few years. We've got a plan that we want to change telecom going forward in the future. We're looking at providing solution to all the businesses here in the country, especially our government departments, and we have signed a couple of them, but we will sign some more. And Telecom want to be a leading digital transformation company in the country. And it's owned by the state, and therefore it is right for us to embark and push the agenda of the government about transforming digital transformation in the country. PNG should have connectivity to all the population by 2030 of 70%. That agenda Telecom is pushing ahead with what we're doing today. With that, I want to wish each and every one, our customers, our Papua New Guineans, our staff, their families, who stood with everyone who stood beside to support this company to move forward. We want to say thank you to all the families, all our customers, all our management team, the board, and everyone who support Telecom all these years coming today. We want to say thank you and wish you all the best in 50th anniversary celebration. Thank you.
The all-new, powerful GWM Power. Book a test drive today and hop into Barocco Motors for a spin.
Struggle, reform, boom and bust, that refers to the 4 periods that we divide the post-independence era into, that 50 years. Because, you know, we're telling a story. These 4 periods are a good way to tell the story.
Tonight on our special edition of In Focus, we hold discussions with Professor Stephen House from the Development Policy Center. We discuss his latest book, Struggle, Reform, Boom and Bust, and economic history of Papua New Guinea since independence.
At independence, the economy was more diversified. In fact, agricultural exports, like coffee, cocoa, copra, were as important as mineral exports.
That's on tonight.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You need holy man to walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
The Money Plus weather report for the next 24 hours. For the southern region, Port Moresby City partly cloudy with chances of few showers and thunderstorm. Daru partly cloudy with rain showers at times. Kerem and Alotau cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Popondetta partly cloudy with chances of brief showers.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by Money Plus, with you always.
Well, that was the news, sports and weather for Monday, the 15th of September, 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.